Guten Tag, ciao, and hello. Welcome. This is my replay of the Texas Open Online for 2022 here. Uh, Thank you once again to all the guys in Texas who let me stream their games and, just put on an awesome show. So this first game is Kelorn, Paul Conrad versus LargePackage, otherwise I think it goes by Mac as well. This is our first matchup here. I guess let's kind of just talk context though before diving into things. I do want to apologize for my audio during the stream. Had some last minute issues. I realize what's wrong now. Hopefully it won't happen again. Anyways, the Texas Open Series is 3 rounds. The Online Open is 3 rounds of Swiss. Each round lasts just over 2 hours. And then there's some really awesome prizes that were at stake here. Really cool stuff for an online tournament. You don't normally see one-day tournament had this level of prize support, so this was really cool. So great job, Texas guys, setting that up. Then so the overall format is something it's been tried in the past. Biggs with the Vassal World Cup was trying to do something with this, a little more, organized type thing where you compete in multiple events to make the championship overall. So the general organized play at a more local level. Biggs tried doing it online. Well, since AMG's been slow with things and they finally announced Worlds for 2023, well, Texas guys have stepped in and for the past 2 years have run the Texas Open. So basically they determine the champion Texas by competing in these events, and this is the first time they had an online event be part of this series. So I think that's pretty cool. And basically the top 8 from scoring are invited, or at least were last year. This year, the previous champion has that invite, presuming they participate in 2 events. But yeah, so then the top 7 from this total scoring. So what does that look like? Well, coming into the online open, this is what the standings were like. This is the top 8 here. I think there were 19 people at Texas Open. Paul Conrad here's top table or first player overall at the top of the table here. So that's why we're following him first here in this game. And then Jason H was last year's Texas Open Series champion, who he has 29 points here into the table. We only had a few players from the in-person game participating in the online. I'm thinking that'll change once they see kind of the impact it has on the standings. Going forward. But yeah, overall we had a good turnout because it's an online event, open to everyone, and kind of mixed up the meta, so to speak. So anyways, here are sponsors. We had Dragon Slayer Comics and Fantasy. They host. They're kind of been the home for the Houston guys in Texas. So they're one of the founding sponsors. They provided a good amount of prize support. Last year I went to the Texas. I flew down for the Lone Star Open, and then the next Texas Open was the next week. And at the time they weren't like part of the series, or Lone Star Open wasn't part of the series. But it's like, oh hey, back-to-back weekends of tournaments in the same area. Might as well check out Texas a bit. So I stayed for the week, had a great time, even though it was nastily hot, and I actually won a Star Destroyer. A full box Star Destroyer. So that more than paid for my entry ticket into the tournament. So I consider that a win. So thank you, Dragon's Lair, for that Star Destroyer. Admiral Tater Ship Shop. Funnily enough, I also won something from him. There's a contest Admiral Tater did regarding basically their favorite Star Wars game, and I left a comment talking about the original Lego Star Wars, and he liked enough to win the contest, I guess. So yeah, that was a cool thing. I eventually bought Admiral Tater rulers, and I love them. They're super high quality, super nice stuff, and his customer service is phenomenal. He'll reach out, you reach out to him, and he's responding to you really quickly with any questions you have, and he wants to make sure you get what you're looking for. So cool stuff there from Tater, and he just his prize support is just getting cooler and cooler every year. Aegis Creative Company, they've been printing the rapid reinforcement cards. So check them out if you're looking to get those. Imperial Star Shop also offers rapid reinforcement cards, but they're most known for their mats. They have some of the cooler mats out there that are a little more Star Wars specific. So, sometimes you'll find mat companies that they'll have a generic space background and nothing else really. Imperial Star Shop has some cooler space themed uh, playmats, so check them out. So, anyways, we're about to dive into the list here. So let's take a look. All right. So we're looking at Paul Conrad's list here. Kelorn, as we discussed, he was in first place. So he initially brought Starhawk to the Texas Open. This time he brought a double Onager Ramadi with an interdictor in here. So he's got General Ramadi, Darth Vader, Grav Shifter Root, and a Grab projector on a interdictor suppression refit. Typical, a little light on upgrades, but pretty typical in terms of the experimental upgrades. Next up we have Gazanti with Hondo and CommsNet. Nothing too special because, that pairs well with Cataclysm on the testbed. On which we have Intel Officer, Gunnery Chief Vernilian, Sensor Team, Engine Techs, and Orbital Bombardment Particle Cannons. Yeah, I like Sensor Teams and on an Onager. I think it's a little redundant with Vernilian. I think Vernilian works better with veteran gunners, but overall, I think it can work well. Uh, and you'll see the pretty much same build here, but instead we have veteran gunners and sensor team instead of gunnery chief Vernilian, and there's no title. So this one's a little cheaper of the bunch, but still a lot of token stripping and 0 points of squadrons, worth noting. So 4 deployments and activations there for Paul. His opponent is Mac, who is using a different list formatter, which isn't as pretty. So he got Assault Frigate Mark II, Admiral Akbar, Intel Officer, Kate Cannon Sholin, Electronic Countermeasures, and then he's got another Assault Frigate Mark II with Intel Officer, Electronic Countermeasures, and Turbo Laser Reroute Circuits, which I find interesting. And then he's got another Assault Frigate Mark II with Intel Officer Mark II-B. All 3 are Mark II-Bs. Electronic Countermeasures, Turbo Laser Reroute Circuits. So yeah, I think that's interesting. 3 potatoes. He's got 2 GR-75s. And this is the best part. Parts resupply, munitions resupply. This is the best part though. 6 Z95s for 42 points of deployment and squadron speed bump. So yeah, I think this game ended up being pretty interesting. Mac does have the activation advantage as well as the deployment advantage, and I guess we'll dive into the live recording here, and you can enjoy. Thank you. Alright, looks like they're deploying right now, and LargePackage is kind of just dropping these Z95s. So they're kind of just pulling it out. We were playing Doom Station. Thanks for joining here. I'm just trying to get the scoreboard set up, and we're going to be going here soon. Alright, and this actually worked out kind of perfectly. Alright, so we're going to go, everything's at speed 1 for Kelorn, and then, yeah. Please, oh god. Sorry, the stream is fighting me here. No, I don't want to be. I'm going to pull you. All right. Let's see. And yeah, just trying to make sure you get everything going here. Sorry, I'm just doing on the fly updates here. Should only be a one-time thing. And drag you down here. Oh, we just had to disconnect. Why are these all? All right. I think the scoreboard should be good to go now, so we shall see. Uh-oh. We might be having some TTS wide issues here, y'all. It might be your connection to like Steam and TTS in general. You might want to like restart like your Steam or something. Alright, so looks like LargePackage is having some issues. Let's talk about deployment here. Just gotta kind of apply things. So this is the blue ship here is the Gunnery Chief ship, which will be fun. I can't make rulers, unfortunately, in spectator mode, but that's fine. So we got a speed 1 deployment from everything here on the Imperial side of the board, and we have some different speeds here from the Rebel side. So right now, I want to say this was speed 2. I'm not sure if this is actually speed 2. And I think this one's still being deployed. And they're just trying to get set up here because Yeah, it looks like we're having some connectivity issues, of course. Alright, well, I guess we're having issues here. Let's drag over here, and maybe we'll talk about some of the lists. Alright, so let's pull you forward. Alright, so we're having, yeah, Steam issues. So let's talk about some of the lists here. Alright, we have some Mercury Fleet Command guys here, so let's check them out. Got Ian. He's bringing a Starhawk Mark 1 with Ahsoka and Lando. Two of the more point efficient officers. Local fire control going for a Salvo Hawk here. Looks like that'll be fun. Oh, double Starhawk. Oh. Oh man, I might be playing 4 large package. That might be a little much. Alright, so okay, I think that was just a joke. Alright. I'm like, oh man, I can't stream and commentate at the same time while receiving commands in one ear. Alright, so we have Downsize It here. If you should be familiar with him, he's one of the bigger personalities in the Armada world. Let me make this scoreboard go away. Not sponsors, scoreboard. Goodbye scoreboard. Goodbye color sources. Alright. So we have Downsize It here, and he's bringing in an Imperial 2 with Thrawn and Vanto. Very flavorful. I'd recommend the Thrawn novels. I've been listening to the audiobooks. And it's been, I don't know, like I've been trying to walk more recently, so the audiobooks, have been really good for that. So yeah, it's I'd recommend that as a option for entertainment. And he's gonna go on a flak boat here, and I have mixed feelings about flak boats because like or not flak boat, salvo boat here. With flak guns and local fire control. And it's like, this is a great combo, right? Especially on Imperial 2. But because you can't salvo ignition, I think that's a huge vulnerability, especially with how much you're seeing ignition now. You know, with many Republic players taking spats and then onagers just being onagers. I think it's a kind of a risky thing because it's not even like this is a choice. You must. It is bolded on the card. You must update your or replace one of your tokens. So you can't even just fail to pick one. So I think it's risky, especially in the Texas meta where I've seen onagers kind of dominate. We got leading shots here in XI7s. He's mentioned this combo before. I don't really see the synergy. I mean, it's like, okay, you can toss an accuracy that you would otherwise use to redirect to reroll. I guess it's kind of a little bit of synergy in that regard, but I just think XI7s have been underrated for a while. They're my buddy's favorite upgrade. So I've seen their potency at least, and then leading shots is always good. And then he doesn't really have to worry about squadrons as much with PDIC, or asking for PDIC, because he's got a good squad ball here. 5 defenders, 3 of them are generic though. And he has the 2 heroes with Jendon. Can't go wrong with that. He's got Commander Woldar, which is I think fun to round out 400 points. I think this is probably the most optional thing here on the list. Commander Woldar is a upgrade where it's an officer upgrade, and he gives rerolls to friendly squadrons without swarm at distance 1 to 3, and it can be of any color. So I don't know why it specifies that, but you can reroll a die if you're any of these squads because they don't have swarm. So that's pretty fun. Looking at that, and let's check in here. All right. And then we have let's look at Richard Schnell's list here. Ooh, what is this format? Alright, so we got a Rebel Providence here. So we have Rebel Providence with Curse to Agate, Wildlings Blissix, Expert Shield Tech, can't go wrong with that. So it looks like we grabbing an extra redirect here, probably, maybe. Ordnance Experts, Veteran Gunners, Flak Guns, Auxiliary Shield Teams, and Engine Tech. So this is a fun little combo, dude. Be moving around, and then with 3 TRC 90s and then a GR 75, which will be kind of pushing probably Shara Tycho, and then he's got Rogue and Lando to round out the squad ball. I think this is a fun list here. It's got a 6-point bid. I'm interested to see what the objectives are, so it should be good. And it looks like we are getting back up started here, so alright, we will pull this up. Alright. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. We were having some technical difficulties. We're gonna get speed 3 here going. Looks like here on everyone. Speed 3 on everyone. Get the speeds updated, and we are good. I'm going to have alright, so we got looks like Akbar is the normal colored one, and then we have a red and blue one here. So I guess we'll just do Akbar, the second one on the list, the third one on the list, if you're following along on the scoreboard, which I haven't popped back up here. Alright, here's everything here, and we should be good to go to resume play. So this is Doom Station, moving the obstacles around, and this looks like this will be fun here for Akbar, because he'll be kind of, oh yep, sorry, these guys are speed 0 because they're in the circle. Pink is the parts resupply. And then Akbar is speed 0. Because of the graph shifter, or the G7X projector. Alright. I'm getting some compliments on my overlay. Yeah, it is awesome. I put a lot of work into this overlay here. It is a hassle to get set up, but once it's going, it's the prettiest thing there is out there. Thank you. Yeah, I put a lot of work into it. All right, so yeah, we got looks. Hopefully, we can start soon here. LargePackage is setting his dials. And he's Hondoing and Cataclysming here with on the Imperial side. So let's toss. Looks like this guy's taking a nav. And let me toss Hondo out here. I have my mic right in front of my keyboard, so it makes it a little hard to type. Alright. So the other onager is taking. Oops, I put that on the wrong one. So what happens when there's duplicate ships? Now, of course, there's numerous duplicates in this game on this tournament here. So we got Cataclysm dropping here, and then looks like Akbar received the repair, or no, munitions received the repair, and hearts receive the squad. So this is updated, and looks like Akbar went forward one with a nav dial. Speed 1 for Akbar. Gazanti passes an engineering to the interdictor and will squeak forward at speed 1. Oh, Kelorn does get a pass token, by the way. Good thing to have. I need to get that somehow implemented into my stream. Alright, yeah, I think it's going to be kind of interesting here. I think Akbar is going to probably take a beating next turn because this Onager here is just going to swing in and just blast Akbar. So I think LargePackage is going to have to do what he can to get these ships into the arc here and kind of obstruct that as much as possible, make themselves more tempting. Looks like he might be going for an Akbar slash, actually, kind of going pew pew. But I think the interdictor is probably going to try to swing in and obstruct that as much as possible, at least from a drive, a pathing perspective. It is round 1. I apologize. I'm chilling. Alright. Generic Onager. I'm gonna have. Looks like parts resupplies using or munitions resupply tossed confires to the 2 non-Akbar potatoes. Akbar's probably out of range, so I'm assuming that's why he didn't toss one to all 3. Yep, and he looks like he navved. So yeah, he nav dialed. He has an engineering token to refresh that part on munitions resupply. So that'll be good there for him. And I wanna try something here. Nope, didn't go away. Make you go down here. Yeah, please. Alright. So the generic the nameless Onager testbed is navigating with speed 3. Using the he needs engine teching. Interesting. So I was right there. Use the nav token with the nav dial to speed up to speed 3. And yeah, he is right there. Oh, maybe he might not be engine teching. I'm not sure if he did. I looked away. He will not engine tech. Alright, cool. Good to know. Alright, so heads up, this is the red targeting token. For the nameless Onager Cataclysm, we'll be using the blue one. So many things to keep track of when there's multiples of the same ship on the board. Alright, looks like the other GR75 is chucking some more tokens of the repair sort. So there's 3 left on the green guy for Confire. Let's see who gets one. Akbar gets one. Looks like everyone's getting one here. So oh, you don't get one. All right. The Cataclysm is navigating. Shooting the shot here, our first shot of the game. Alright, let's take it. Wow. Oh, what a roll. Oh my goodness. Use some sound effects there for that. That is a roll and a half. So we got 5 damage with 2 accuracies. And just blew up that GR75 there. That was chilling. It wasn't chilling. It was speed 1. But what a roll! Already blowing something up right off the bat. So gotta update that. So it's 21 points for Paul already. Turn 1, Kelorn scoring it big. Continuing his reign of terror. Alright, looks like he's ignoring about Akbar and smacking this blue assault frigate instead. So that was the parts resupply. So at least he got off some parts before getting absolutely nuked. So that is the lone benefit. Did I just nuke the wrong one? No. Alright. So now these 6 Z95s, a whopping 42 points of squads is activating here. Why is it not updating? This. Okay. Moving the rocks. Alright, so basically what's happening here, there's a way to legally place it in a way which it won't move forward, so therefore it doesn't have to move because he placed it in a way legally which still stays underneath the ship. Alright, now just picking some more obstacles to move. Could have rotated it, but to try to snipe that shield dial, but yeah. Alright, they're agreeing that they don't matter. So, good stuff. I mean, I think that still might matter if it's swing over, like, you know, he zooms away or something. I don't know. I mean, this is a really tough spot here for LargePackage because he's already down a ship with that GR75. That's a full activation there, and that's, you know, Kelorn still has a pass token to invite. I'm guessing the blue assault frigate into its wonderful embrace. So we got, and then a victory token, which I forget how much is worth. 20 points. So 41 point lead right now for Kelorn. And we'll see here if LargePackage can find a way to score some points here this round. Again, I don't think it's possible for him to really come back at this point, because I think he needed that activation from a strategic perspective. So blowing up, getting those 2 accuracies was just yeah, we're having some good laughs here talking about that insta kill from earlier last round. Yeah, LargePackage is not happy with that roll. I wouldn't be either. That was some frustrating amount of dice being thrown. And damage. So I'm not sure if you saw earlier. In case you're just joining us, LargePackage is already down a Gazanti or a GR75. Apologies. After getting 2 Cataclysm rolled, 2 accuracies, and then 5 damage. So that was some good stuff there. Thanks to Ramadi's extra die from the obstruction. So Cataclysm is the blue, and the nameless is the white. This is Akbar here, who just activated with a navigate dial. And it looks like Akbar is in range of the interdictor. And while it is in range of the blue of Cataclysm, alright, and navigate has been passed over to Cataclysm from the Gazanti, and then it just bounced forward one. So we'll just toss that on there. Alright. If you're having fun, let me know in chat. Feel free to interact some more. I just got popcorn emojis as far as I can tell. Yeah, we got the squad on it. Alright. Yep, passing. There's that pass token just dropping right now from Kelorn, so it's now another activation here. I just had to navigate. So he still wants speed 3. Alright. Sorry, they're still bantering, so I'm just sending some word out to some more people about my stream. Alright, we got 11 people here. Welcome. I'm hoping you're having a good day wherever you're located. Alright, so Gazanti's activated. Gazanti, it's Gazanti. Unless you're Bo-Katan. In The Mandalorian, she says Gazanti, much to my my friend and I's amusement. So we got down here as well, we have the GR75 and Akbar activated. So we're just looking to, we have the 3 big ships here as well as these 2 potatoes still waiting. Alright. Let's see who, it looks like LargePackage is kind of going for points focusing here. He's trying to do some math on which target is the most appealing. And really, I can't tell you which one might be. Maybe, probably the nameless one here. So he's activating the red potato, which, as I think we've talked about, is the bottom one here. So as we deal damage, it'll come up on the 3rd list on these things. Alright, navigate dial coming in. Looks like he's gonna try to stay at speed 3 here and doing a pivot, but I'm not sure if you can pull that off. Alright, we got a first time chat from a viewer. So first time watching competitive Armada, any differences to casual, anything notable about format? I think you'll see a lot less objective choices. So I think casual players will try to different objectives out, or play less I guess, aggressive objectives or like point farmy ones. Play more for fun. Whereas in tournaments and stuff, you'll see people trying to farm points as much as possible, which that's a big difference there. And then in general, you'll just have kind of more highly practiced fleets. So I know some guy, or Angry Ewok, he practiced 5 times before, like within a week before a game. So this potato just hopped forward to speed 3 with a nav dial. That's pretty fun. And so it's just like you'll and then he's been playing roughly the same archetype of fleet, I guess, for years now. So he's just really strong on it, and that's what he does. So it looks like this is probably a dead potato fight, I guess. So the interdictor revealed an engineering command, and won't be using it, but we'll be taking the token, I believe. I apologize, the interdictor has a navigate. I gave it to Cataclysm. So I guess the Interdictor's role is kind of just tank as much as possible. I'm kind of surprised he didn't dial up a Confire here. I don't think it was possible for him to get in range, regardless, to be shot. So like, but I guess maybe just having that token on standbys is good to have. Yeah, so he's looking to obstruct the naked acclimator onager at this point. Yeah, so he's looking to obstruct this, so he'll get an extra die from Ramadi. And looks like he'll probably also get an extra die from the station here as well, because it is going through the shield dial. So he does have line of sight there, and some arc. I hope that answered your question though about anything notable about the format differences. Is generally you'll be playing faster and you'll see tougher objectives, and fleet's more built towards those objectives and trying to get the most out of them. And then part of that is the amount of practice and familiarity. I have the wrong title on the stream. That is just the worst. I was focused on so many other things this morning. I forgot to update the title. All right. Apologies for that. That was a huge miss on my part. Yeah. So this is the first time I'm doing an all-day stream type thing, one-day tournament type stream. So normally I'm used to the kind of week-to-week basis of other online tournaments, and that lets me set up my stream ahead. I kind of get a preview for the matchups. Here this is the first time I'm rolling with it, so I'm trying to learn here. Good speed 2 move here. I like it because it'll kind of start forking this here. So he'll land the shot up here on the. He'll try to probably line up a shot here. I'm not sure if he'll actually get it, but he'll probably get one on Cataclysm. So we'll see. We'll see. And I think I don't know what next round maybe you want to toss a squadron out or something. Just kind of get these Z's relevant because they're kind of just wasting points here. I mean, sure it's a 42 points for 3 deployments, but like that's 42 points you're not using right now. Because I mean, like even a lifeboat like Corvus, for example, is 40 something points you're not using, and but it's still an activation, right? It's still worthwhile. This is just not as useful. So it looks like we got a big old shot coming here. So he's intelling the evade, and we're shooting. I didn't catch who the target was, but it looks like this is, yes, the naked one that's shooting at the moment. So he discarded the evade and takes 4 damage into Red's fronts. Interesting. Do we use ECM here? Looks like he redirected. No redirects, just deleting the evade an Intel officer. But he got to discard 3 dice because he was at extreme range, so good for him. Keep that thing alive a little bit longer. It's about to take a beating here from Cataclysm. Alright, speed 2 move coming in from the naked, or the nameless, sorry, onager. Just as a slowdown. Alright. I don't think you can place ignition tokens under ships. Why would I want that? So yeah, they're kind of talking if you can put an ignition targeting token down between or underneath a ship. Alright, they're having a debate on obstruction here, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe it is obstructed because the shield dial, the line goes over the shield dial. I won't interject myself into the rules chat unless they ask me to, but I'm not even a judge. Yeah, yeah. So if you're like on the tabletop in person, you'd put like a ruler on like from on the front legs of the ship to determine if the shield dial is in fact being overlapping the obstacle, and then you measure line of sight the same way normally. Yep. So that's fun fact there. So it looks like we're gonna be rolling that damage here, coming in here. So this is the roll, I guess. Intel officers coming in. Intel officering the brace on the red potato. That's why I think I would have spent that brace. So he swaps the blank. Locking both tokens. So this is some big damage here coming in. We got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage coming in. Good times. He does have ECMs. You won't get a second use out of him probably, seeing as Intel officer is targeting the brace. But you know you ECM the brace, you take 3 damage. It gets splat. It's running the splash damage around too. I would assume. So this is like not a great spot to be in if I'm LargePackage here. But he does get to go first, which will, and so that potato will probably it will live. So it will get a shot off at least. Most likely in Cataclysm, and unlikely to be on anything else. He's keeping the standard critical. So he burnt the redirect here to keep the brace. I think that's wise. He can't resolve criticals. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there'll be 3 cards. Again, I'm not gonna resolve that myself, but and left. So it's 2 cards right now. I'm just gonna keep it 4. But I think it should be at 3. Not 100% sure. We'll see. I'm glad the sound isn't an issue. No one said anything. Because I'm kind of doing this pretty jangly. All right. Here comes the Z's. Buzz. There it is. Yeah, I don't think that potato can get out, so he's about to get slapped hard. Does he have line of sight? I think he might. So they got to use the paint tool. The paint tool is accurate. I gotta tell them that. I'd recommend using the draw line tool, guys, because you can put it on the. Oh, you did the actual like paint tool, because that one lets you put the dot down. Because I feel like the tab ruler changes based on perspective. So when you draw like, yeah, it's the most real. That's my recommendation. Is it doing that thing where it's not visible? Yeah, the line tool. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to be a little more precise. I'm just saying for future reference, that's the best way to do it. Yeah, I think that looks clear to me because of the line's so thick. Let's see. So yeah, the ruled in. But yeah, that's just the best way to do it, is to use the line tool. And the line tool, so it's the second option, obviously, and then where you can draw the line. So the tab ruler, like using tab, pressing holding tab lets you get the ruler, which is fine for, like seeing, okay, do I have dot to dot? But when it's really close and you need to get those dots perfectly, using those that paint tool to draw the lines as if you're vandalizing the board is the most precise way to do it on Tabletop Simulator, because it lets you fix the points regardless of perspective. Alright, so while they set dials, it looks like it's a very tough spot here for... Yep, so he ditches the repair token to refresh ECM. They just not... It didn't save the repairs, something happened. So Akbar has repair. And the other one has repair. The third one no longer has repair. This no longer has a CF. Yeah, I'm not even sure he has a side shot because the dot is obstructed here. This is a pretty brutal spot. And then I think he actually might have stuffed this well enough where this blue one can't shoot anything with Akbar. It's a pretty gnarly spot to be in. I'm surprised Paul was able to get the Cataclysm squeezed in here in a way. Because yeah, I don't think this... Or the side shot, yeah, the side shot doesn't seem to hit. So, I'm sorry, I get antsy with the WASD keys even while I'm playing. It's my fatal flaw here. So when we're looking at this shot though, I think he does catch front arc enough, so he'll at least have that shot, but it's a little brutal he won't have the Akbar shot on the blue one, because I did think this was a good move. But he's likely going to sequence this right side first. Because you can't even focus fire. Like, you can get 2 shots on either ship. So, I think Akbar has, you know, a shot on all 3. So I think Akbar is going to probably shoot this one here. So he's probably going to red. Ooh, this is tough. Because this is a double arc on the front. It looks like that's a good move from Paul. So maybe you go red blue Akbar. We're taking a break right now. I think I think something came up. That's the fun thing about online tournaments is real life doesn't stop. Oh, he did not refresh ECM. He's keeping the repair token. Interesting. Repair. Ended now. Alright. Confire dial coming in here. And repair token moving shields up and around and to and fro. Side to side shot with whack bar. Alright. Pretty good roll here. That's why won't get you TRC out, but concentrate fire. Don't forget the dial and token. Oh, good roll. Is the reroll still? Until I'm starting the brace. 6 damage. I might have locked the salvo and tempted him to play the brace. So this is a side-to-side shot. Burning the brace. Oh, he did lock the salvo. Okay. Or maybe the redirect. I don't know. But Cataclysm did burn the brace. That's good news for LargePackage. He's disengaged fire control, so when declaring the target attack, he cannot choose a target against whom the attack would be obstructed. In case you want to read that yourself, there it is. That's not a great one for Ramadi. Doesn't matter at the moment, but looks like he got. Oh, see, he locked the redirect and then he got salvoed back. So he's stealing the accuracy. Cataclysm X here. Side shields. Looks like a big old ka-chunk happens here. Interdictor speed 2. And this assault trigger drops down to damage 3. So that was one activation here. Round 3. This got. I think I would have refreshed the ECM. I mean, unlikely to keep it alive, but at least it might make it to take 2 shots. I don't know. Basically, you're trying to just bank on this thing taking 2 shots to kill. I actually might have slowed it down just so it wouldn't ram. But yeah, so he's on the station. So yeah, Paul's thinking about Kelorn's trying to think which ship to activate first. I think I'd just do the nameless onager. Oh, Cataclysm's activating here. Navigate dial. See, I'm a little surprised. I would have shot the blue one since that's obstructed to get the extra die, and because this will die regardless, I think. Alright, so let's check out this roll here. Supposedly not great, so let's see here. It does have the accuracy. So he's lacking a damage here. So yeah, missing the damage. This is why you need veteran gunners, because you can intel officer and then spend that accuracy to lock that brace, which doesn't have ECM support. So he's going for the choke out here on the intel officer. Yeah, take a crit. So Vernilian swapping the crit, and then Sensor Team came in. And then, yeah, that's a lot of damage. So that's another good amount of points there for Paul. Let's see if I can math. 93. So he's splody, boom, boom. Alright, so takes a hull. So he still takes the hull damage, but he heals off the crit, which is good. Oh, he can't shoot obstruction shots. So that's why he took it against the red one. That makes sense. Here I'm just not paying attention to game state. And then we took interdictor damage. He's crying. Ramadi's like, stop ramming me. Brace is gone, so it's there. You're there. 93. That's why I want to do math. 154. Ah, flotilla activation. Navigate. Passing out the last two confires. See, I would have just squadron, man. Eat some of the squads. See, the interdictor will come in though. No overlaps. But the thing is, you didn't even use the dial. I'm not sure. I guess you can box it in at least and obstruct it. I mean, but the side shot here will pressure. Yeah, this is quite the traffic jam here. So this will be interesting. So, I'm sorry, Bad Voodoo. The Z95s were really just 3 deployments, and then they're also just a late speed bump for LargePackage. So basically, they're designed to delay getting bombed long enough for his 3 space potatoes to kill the carrier against squad heavy fleets. That's kind of the role they're just trying to play. So repair command coming in here on the interdictor. So he's spending the dial and token for 8. How do you split this up? Moving 2 cards. From the right to the front. Save. Alright, so that's the new setup on the ship here. I think you do the double arc, personally. I think you can handle getting speed bumped here. You just activate Ramadi first next round. Not as huge of a deal. So it looks like I might have stepped away. I don't think these were rolled yet. So we'll take a look here. Alright, he's back. Not the greatest of rolls. 3 damage. Alright, so it's front to front here on the blue. Side to front. Side to front. Ah, you wanted to see. That's smart. That's smart. Start with the one that you only have the one choice in. Really, this is a bad choice. So this is a better choice because you throw more dice. So you pick this one first because it's optimal. Then when you're kind of split between two decisions, now you have a little more information to use to handle the next one. So it looks like redirect is spent here, and right shields are gone. Locking the brace coming in here. Ooh, there we go. That's a little bit better. So it's 4 damage. Evading the crit or the double hit here. Leaves us with 3 damage here. Let the lock brace. He's trying to see if he wants to burn the redirect or not. He's burning the redirects. I wouldn't. If you do that, you're gonna ram your own ship. No, you're gonna ram your own ship. Oh man, I'm not sure if I agree with this. Oh, it fit. Oh, look at that. That's why. So that is a legal move because he's going speed 2. So he basically did a 1-in-1 jaunt. He just cut off the other one. And so he was able to squeeze in there nice and tight to kind of pivot better, I guess, clear up some space here for his Cataclysm to move into, I guess. I'm not exactly sure why he did it. Maybe just line up another double arc next round. But he does ram the flotilla, so that flotilla does take a damage card. Pretty brutal, because it's 3 points. And if you're unsure why that flotilla is still speed 3 but moving 2, it's because it's within range of the gravity rift, which slows it down. I do believe this is a obstructed shot. I don't really see any world how this cannot be crossing that line. Yeah, that's. But he does have that front arc shot there on the flagship, which I think is very juicy. And honestly, though, you might just want to. Yeah, that's tempting. So if you're looking at points here from the ships, killing the interdictor isn't worth as much as killing one of the onager. So he could yeet 2 damage here. I think he might as well just keep focusing. He's Akbaring. Coming in hot with the whack bar. Five red and a blue. So side to front here. And with a Confire dial, I believe. Yes. Ooh, that double bounced away. But we got some big shot. Confire with dial and token. In here from the assault brigade. Yep. You've missed the intel officer trigger, unfortunately. So the brace goes off, no problem. I think that's pretty big actually, because brace down to 4 damage and redirecting it to take it all in shields. Only the rear arc has shields now on the flagship. 8 hull though still stands between Ramadi and death. So he has to shoot the front. So he's probably going to go for the ram here if he can. I think you got to pivot. No, if you do that, you're presenting the front arc and possibly getting that side arc and inner arc. I think what you have to do is actually turn the other way. Oh, but your speed 2, he doesn't have a nav token, does he? The other one did. I think the dead one had a nav token. I'm not sure how they're going to untangle themselves here. But it's through violence. That's how you untangle yourself. Nothing like some good old Texan road rage here. Yeah, I think you put the side arc in. Yeah, I think yeah. So those were risky, but it worked. So 1 damage to the interdictor here. I think Akbar might make it out, but we'll see. See, I would have put the token somewhere here-ish. Maybe the red one was there. But then it would give you the option, a better option of catching Akbar. It seems like a mediocre roll coming in here. Ooh. So brace is intel'd. So goodbye, other intel officer. Ramadi Vader has killed both intel officers. Nine damage coming in here. Big bada boom. Let me know if the sound effects are too loud. Try and still new things out. Also had Audible on my audio setup here. So that's some good times. So he's taking the brace, 4 shield damage with a crit. Alright, splashing some damage here. Interdictor takes the 2 shield damage in the rear. Other GR75 is not good. And then pitch the brace. Good roll. Alright. So spent the evade. on the GR75 to stay alive. Alright. Looks like these onagers might be surviving. Yeah, I think that overlaps. So he's trying to bounce this onager out, but it might be too stuck here because I think because how he moved this, it that might fit. Oh wow, did that fit? Wow, holy cannoli. Good lord. Oh my gosh. Oh. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Is he might engine tech with the nav dial. So he's squeezed in there with help from the nav dial and wow, okay. I actually think that might be worth going for the ram with the engine techs, so then you because now Cataclysm's kind of blocked in there, so he has to pull it out. So Brace is gone, by the way, on Cataclysm. What a roll from Akbar. She's in repair. Oof. Alright. So we might be ending up hitting time here. Just heads up. We got 15 minutes, it looks like. Maybe they'll be able to sort it out sooner, but you never know with interruptions and whatnot. My Audible is a short-term solution for my audio, so I'm gonna step away real quick. Not yet. I still have battery life on my devices. Alright, he's using Kaitkin and Sholin on the single hit because he can. Oh, a crit. There you go. That actually worked out because now it's 8 damage. Target or disruption. Cannot resolve critical effects. Oof. Ouch. Owie. Unfortunate because the Cataclysm will live with 1 health. No salvo. The salvo was removed. So let's see here. It literally doesn't matter. Okay. So then, yep. Okay. won't even update. So that's 1 hour left. All right. There you go. That's how you move an obstacle without... I don't know. I don't know enough about obstacle moving. I try to avoid those objectives, quite frankly, because my brain hurts because I'm a caveman. I just like to roll dice. So another 20 points here from the objective. We're into round 4. Alright, blue's activating here. Throwing some big dice. Didn't even bother using ECM. Okay. Side to front here. So he's got the Akbar slash on point. He hasn't done dial yet for his GR75. Alright. Okay. Playing out of order here because we're fast one and there you go. Alright, so he's using the repair token to shield up the front for some reason, even though the side he doesn't have a redirect. I would have just used the ECM so you could use the evade defensively. But I don't know. Maybe the 2 shields on front will matter. 8 damage with an extra. I mean, you have TRCs available, so possible. Unlikely. So he has a Confire dial available, did not use it here. Toss the brace. I gotta update these tokens here. 1. Akbar shooting the Cataclysm. Confiring in a blue. No token to spend. And might as well. TRC. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7 damage for 4. So he's redirecting with Cataclysm to take it all on shields. I'm gonna assume this is the case. Yeah, blue's pretty impeccably alive right now. Navdial from blue, Onager coming in here. Yes, that is definitely a side arc. Yeah, this is why I think ECM would have been better. Because now he can't evade this most likely. Yep, there's the evade. That's dead. So did it? Interdictor should have how much? Oh. Well, I can't view the stack of cards. Oh, that's annoying. Save. I assume it's at 2, and then I think we separate DN. 93 points. Race and redirect coming in here. From save. Alright, let's do math. So we got 77, we got 267. So he's trying to get a way out. I don't think he can. Honestly, I think you just ram and take the... Oh, because he's at 1 health though. Ram applies first, I believe. I don't think he can get out of this without turning to the right. I think that might be. I think Cataclysm's deed. I'm 32. Yeah, LargePackage is doing a great job of bringing this game back into his fold. I don't think he can win it, but he'll at least stay competitive. So he's got a Confire here on Akbar, shooting the... I don't think it matters what side. Akbar, Whackbar at the Interdictor. Alright, that's the Interdictor. Interdictor's gone, so no more Ramadi. Goodbye, Ramadi. Goodbye, my ragtime gal. That's unfortunate for Kelorn. He thought he could keep alive, and how much is 115? 115 plus 132 is 247. So right now it's actually a really close game. The victory token's only making a difference right now, but yeah, this actually might be pretty interesting. Nom 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 nom. I don't think they calculated the squad damage from the splash. Splash. So he's shooting and he's vet gunners. Alright. Gunner Chief is dead. Rerolling the double with the Vade on the so it's just a crit on the fronts here of the GR5. Honestly, he has the what's it called? The Gazanti there to kind of help clean things up. So he's coming around. Because he's got the Gazanti to unload into this bad boy, who's still, I mean, he'll slip into the side arc here, but oh, repair dial and token to move shields around. Oh, he healed a hole. Nice. Alright. And boom. So he's looking to pivot here to avoid. If he goes straight, I think he keeps the arc safe. Yeah. I think straight's the play. Because if you turn. Oh no, this is a safe move too. Because turning here now, but it might have put it close enough. That's tight. No, I think it lives. So Gazanti can't really. Oh, he does. He's missing a shield inside. I didn't realize that. Confire and the Gazanti, my favorite. 2 blue dice. Saves. So he takes the hull back. They just healed from the Confire and the Gazanti. That's too fun. That's too much fun. Alright. Oh wait, wouldn't squads update? Wow. I think LargePackage actually might pull this off because he's going to block the obstacle for moving. So I think Paul moved the obstacle a little too soon. Kelorn, but LargePackage here is building a wall, and he's going to make Kelorn pay for it with these. I really think he should have, tried to not flak out, but splash that damage to kill these Z's, because he knew he probably wasn't killing Akbar, so the Z's are points. Otherwise, I wouldn't care about the Z's if I'm going for the table. Yeah. So looks like they're calling it. I think it's. Yeah, Vladian, I don't think enough people use the movement tool, and they're just or the ruler UI, and I think they're just used to moving the squadrons. Because honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. Like it's nice that you made an option in case that's solution there. See, it looks like they split the tokens 3-3 here, and we're just straight in the scoring here. 247 plus 3 tokens is 307. I did the math right. Doing that Foden bead dance at the end of episode 1, or at the end of the pod race. Ooh, ooh. It. So if he killed the flotilla, he would have saved him. He would have neutralized 20 points from being scored, and then gained 21 points from killing the flotilla. Would have been 1 point win for Kelorn. So yeah, it's interesting call there. They're talking about right now if should Kelorn activate the interdictor first, or Cataclysm first. So we're chilling at the final. Yeah. All right. So guys, thank you for tuning in here. I'm gonna step away. I'll keep the stream running. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna step away and take a quick break here. I gotta set up my fix my audio here. So thank you all for watching the first round, and I'll be back shortly to chat about what we're seeing here come in terms of scores. In that next case here, let's pop this open. I'll be right back. Thanks for watching this Texas Open Online match. If you're wondering how Kelorn did this tournament, he finished 5th with 19 tournament points from 3 rounds. And LargePackage ended up finishing last because he ended up dropping. Thanks for watching.